Hello everyone, welcome back to SBR Pythons. Today we've got more of a general video, just talking a little bit about SBR currently, everything that's planned for it in terms of, eggs, racking and all sorts of different subjects, sort of variety and combined into one video today. Not sure when you guys are going to be seeing this. I should imagine it would be Sunday as normal. I say as normal, I'm thinking that I'm going to stop or postpone the weekly uploads during the breeding season or the hatching season now. Purely because I'm thinking of potentially filming me pulling the final clutch of the year, and then I'm planning on doing cutting videos. So I don't want to limit myself to uploading once per week on a Sunday. For example, the week sort of that you're going to be seeing this, I'm looking at having a clutch drop and a sort of clutch pip. So that would mean I can't release both of those videos sort of in the same week. And plus, it'd just be nice to not have to stress about it for a little bit and just put all my focus into the animals themselves. This is my first season. I want to put as much focus into them as possible to get them feeding and make sure they're doing exactly what they should be. So I'm just thinking that it might be best to postpone the uploads for a little bit. I'll probably go back to the weekly uploads once the season has calmed down a bit. But I should imagine for now that you'll just be seeing potentially the final pulling clutch. Don't quote me on that because it depends on if my brother's home to do the camera work. The clutch cuts so we can see what's hatching, which obviously I'm really excited about. And then also just sort of clutch reveals, so when they're fully out of the egg, you know what I'm on about. Everyone sort of does it in the community, and I just want to throw my hand in there so that you guys that are interested in seeing what I'm producing and have been following my, not journey, but following this season, get to see what I'm producing. Because ultimately I think that's what we all strive for. And when I used to do just the keeping side of it and I didn't do the breeding side, I used to look for as many videos like this as possible when it was cutting and clutch reveals and things like that. So I just think it's another sort of breeder for you to reach out to and have a watch and get excited about your own clutches or the potential of your own breeding. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, and I hope you guys enjoy that. Speaking of which, Clutch 1 is nearly pretty much actually any day due to Pip, which I am really excited about. So I'm filming this on Friday. I think you'll probably be seeing this on the Sunday as normal. And yeah, they're sitting on day 52 right now. Yeah, 52, because they're due out on my birthday, which is next Saturday. So yeah, 52. So literally could hatch any day now. Darren and Eric at Neighbours Constrictors did a cutting video, I think it was last weekend, and they were on day 51. So it's literally any day now. And I cannot wait every morning and every evening, checking those eggs, through the glass doors, just to see if I can see a head poking out. I really cannot wait, and especially to bring my first cutting video. That's a controversial topic, I know. I personally want to cut, especially with that first clutch being the super black pastel. If there's anything going on with the animal, the way that I'm describing it or the way that I feel about it is, if I see a black head come out or I see what looks like a panda coming out, I'm going to get really excited, and if I've not cut them, I might be getting excited for something that potentially might not make it due to the kinking issues. So I'd like to know if they're kinked or if there's anything going wrong before I get too excited. Obviously, if I hatched a panda that could survive, even if it wasn't a breeder, it would still be a fantastic achievement and a fantastic feeling. But if it's severely kinked and, there's a chance that the animal isn't going to make it, I don't want to get on that really high and then, end up coming down because ultimately I can't do anything for the animal. I hope that, guys, makes sense, along with all the other reasons that people cut. Yes, we want to see what's in the egg, but like Billy's just said in his amazing rant, if you guys haven't checked that out, I know it's a 42-minute video, but it's worth every second. It had me in absolute fits of giggles. It's probably my favourite video of Billy's ever done, and it shouldn't be because it's a negative, people coming into the hobby and saying that we don't know what we're doing sort of thing. So it shouldn't be, but it's just fantastic the way that Billy just sort of brushes them under the carpet and sort of outs them as such. And I just thought it was fantastic. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do. But yeah, going back to the point, he did mention that he cuts his eggs because he likes to try and, save the animals if he can. So that's another reason that obviously we cut. But yeah, I just think the benefits outweigh the negatives. And for me, my surname's Cutter, so it kind of makes sense for me to do it. And Darren was the one that sort of said that to me, and I thought, yeah, no, you know what, I've never thought of that. It's 100% true. So I will be cutting my eggs, and I will be bringing it for you guys in videos, and I cannot wait. I don't know, I might set up a second camera to sort of get my reaction so that it's not just the eggs, but if not, the main thing is the focus is the animals, isn't it, at the end of the day? So, swiftly moving on, I want to talk about the V Reptile Expo. I know I briefly mentioned this last week, but I did do a little bit on it on my live stream as well. Just definitely check this out, guys. The V Reptile Expo is going to be fantastic. I mean, as I say, go back to last week's video, I talked about it, but the fact that you're going to have people from all over the world is incredible. And I really do give credit to Tony for setting it up. And I cannot wait to see how it all comes about. And, you know, will this be a regular thing? I don't know. So if it isn't, you know, you don't want to miss the one and only. So definitely go and check that one out, guys. Swiftly moving on again. I know, as I said, it is a little bit of a rant. Not a rant. It's a little bit of a talky video. Just sort of outlining everything that's going on. Racking. You might have recently seen on Facebook that I've advertised these LPs for sale. That's because I have made the decision now to stick with LP, but switch over to the Freedom Breeder tubs. Now, I could potentially do a whole video talking about why I'm making this decision. If you guys want to see that, let me know. But in short, yes, I am going to be selling all of the current LPs I've got, which I know sounds crazy because I'm really proud of the foundations I've built here, but the benefits far outweigh the negatives for me. So I will be switching them over. I'm thinking around August time. I'm just waiting to finally raise the sort of final finances. I'm not far off, but at the same time, as you can imagine, buying all brand new racks is not going to be cheap. So it's just a case of that waiting game. Thankfully, I'm a little bit better and a little bit got more patience now because of the snakes. I would have never been able to wait at the start when I got into this hobby, but now I've sort of learned that patience and I know that it's not all just going to happen overnight. So when's it going to happen, I can't say. But yeah, as I said, I can do a video on why, and also I might do a time-lapse with me building them and things like that. I'm not sure yet because obviously it'll mean breaking all these down, cleaning all of these, building the new ones up, making sure they're running perfectly. You guys all know how to build racks. It's a long process. I'm probably going to take a Friday or a Monday off or something, have a 3-day weekend to do it, but I'm really excited for that. I cannot stress that enough. Also, one thing I'm really excited for is this girl. You're not going to be able to see her, and I'm definitely not going to get her out because she is literally ready to explode. So this is obviously Friday. She might have even laid. Potentially you'll see a pulling clutch. This is the Pastel Double Het Clown Pied, bred to the Pastel Double Het Clown Pied. Just take a second to take that in because killer Clown Pieds, Pastel Clown Pieds, Clown Pieds, I cannot wait to see what comes out of that. Even normal Post Double Hets, you know, that will benefit someone else if not me. So it's an incredible pairing and she's literally ready to drop. I mean, last night I could pretty much see the egg almost on her vent. So just waiting to see that nesting behaviour. Once I've seen that, I'll know sort of roughly 24 hours until those eggs come, if not less. And that's when I get really excited because that's my final clutch of the year. And while it's sad because, you know, pulling clutches is an adrenaline rush and it sort of puts you on a high for that whole day, I know that I'm starting to get those babies now, so it kind of evens itself out. When the last clutch hatches is when it will sort of be a bit like, oh, that's gutting. But then, you know, we'll be moving into the next season. So really excited. Some exciting stuff happening here at SBR. So the final thing I want to talk about, because I've had this sort of asked to me a few times, is how and when do I determine how my season ends? Now, is there really any full season? No, if we're being honest, I don't think there is. People breed all year round now. For example, I know MJ have been trying to sort of separate their eggs to have them lay at different times. I believe my season has come to an end. Once that girl lays, I truly do believe that is the last for the clutches this year, just because the others haven't shown me any signs that they're anywhere near that sort of end stage, ovulation stage. So I do think that's the last one. I say that this girl up here, who is the pied female, for some reason, if she wants to come out and play, this girl for some reason missed her first meal in about, well, I think since I got her, I believe, which is really peculiar for her. And as you can see, she's looking absolutely massive. She's 2.6 kilos, I want to say. I don't know. To be honest, guys, this girl's really had me guessing for a while. I was sure, I mean, if you guys saw it, I was sure that she was gravid at one point and then she never went on to lay. So I don't know. And the fact that she stopped eating now is peculiar to me, but I don't think she's going to go on to lay anything. I'll just deal with you in a minute. I've got these other girls that I want to show at the minute anyway. This girl is one of the normal het pieds that we've got at SBR. Again, she's gone off for food. Why is that? I'm not 100% sure. And then finally, I'm not going to get the last one out because she is with a male, just one last try, is the other normal het pied who, surprisingly, I've been catching laying invert, so I'm not sure what's going on again there. So I think that it's over, but I can't be sure. But in terms of the breeding, you'll see on the pairings board, even April to be fair, I've had, apart from the double het clown-pieds that got one last lock-in before the ovulation, I've not had any locks since March. My season, I think, is over in terms of the breeding. I've paired up my males for the last time, sort of this month, so then now get June, July, August, full months off, maybe even September, depending on when I breed them, just to sort of recover, build up that weight in case they go off of food. Not that mine did, apart from one, who's smashing it again now. In fact, this is the boy that was off of food. Yes, he still looks a little bit skinny, but his feeding response is back to what it was. So my males didn't go off of food, but I like to give them that little extra, same to the females, so that if they do go off of food during the breeding season, the females definitely do, but they might, sort of, it's not too much of a concern. So mine will have a full sort of 3 months off now before I start the next season. But I hope that just clarifies it a little bit for the people that were asking me how I do it. Now, it's no way me telling you to go and do that. People breed them all year round and it works perfectly fine, especially if you're only breeding them to one female, for example, or 2 females. But like the Enchi Orange Dream, I'm trying to get a little bit of weight on him because I plan to put him over 4, I think, females next year. So it's just a case of getting him up to that size, so I'm not too concerned about if he's with a female every week and only feeding sort of on the weekends in between girls. So that's my only sort of concern with the males, but as I say, that's the way I'm countering it. In terms of females, just as normal, back into feeding them, getting them back up to size. Unfortunately, the cinnamon het girl hasn't started eating again, so just sort of working with her on getting her back on the food. The other 2 smashed straight away. And then I've got quite a few on a hunger strike right now, which is, that's one of the reasons I'm switching to the other tubs. I'll go into that in more detail in that video if I do it. But yeah, I've got a ton of potentially females that are going to be breeding next year. I'm really excited for. My aim unofficially, I say unofficially because I'm not sure if it is achievable, but strive to do the unachievable or the unbelievable. And then, if you achieve it, it's wow. That's the way that I see it. So I'm aiming for 10 clutches in 2021. Who knows if that's realistic because I've got 13 females. Will they all go? I highly doubt it, but I'm going to give it my best shot. And as I say, if I don't hit it, it's not the end of the world. But I think I'm rambling at this point. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. I was going to show the eggs to show you how close they are, but to be fair, you'll be seeing them in the cutting video anyway. And it sort of leaves that suspense there. All I'm going to say to you guys is they are completely dented. You wouldn't even know there's babies inside. They're super close, and I'm really hoping that they hatch out, or at least pip the weekend that you're seeing this. If not, every day when I get in from work, the first thing I'm going to do is checking that incubator. But I do hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I know it's a little bit waffly and just talking. And I hope you guys understand my decision to sort of slow down the weekly uploads, or in fact, just not worry about the weekly uploads for a little bit. I know they've worked well for the channel. In terms of numbers, I don't focus on them too much, but they have skyrocketed since I do the weekly uploads. And there's loads of interaction. I can't thank you all enough. I've had so much love and just so much attention and sort of in the comments and things like that. Not, bragging attention, but sort of just people actually interacting with me. That's what I was looking for. And I absolutely love it. I truly mean that. I try and reply to every comment. Every message I get, I reply to because I just think it's all part and parcel of what we do. So I do love it, and I will miss making the weekly uploads, to be fair, because I do love getting in front of the camera and talking to you guys. But I just think it's best for me to focus on the animals, especially being back at work. And work is a very, very weird and different situation right now. So it's not as if I'm in a routine every single day. So that's stressful. And on top of that, I'm going to be focusing on the animals and things like that. So I really just can't see a way of getting myself or getting a video out to you guys every week. I don't want to post something for the sake of having to hit that weekly target. I'd rather post the content that I'm happy with. So hope you guys make sort of light of that. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. As I said, leave a like, leave a comment if you're excited for the first cutting video. And yeah, hit the bell, turn the notification bell on. I've just said that. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next week. Cheers, guys.